Have you ever walked into a room and felt like you were just invisible? Like, no matter what you say or do, people just don't seem to notice you? Well, guess what? You might be doing something subconscious that's driving people to ignore you. Sounds unbelievable, right? But it's true. There are 7 habits you're probably doing right now that make people tune you out without you even knowing it. Stick around till the end of this video, because I'm not just going to tell you what they are. I'm going to show you how to fix them, and I'm even throwing in a bonus trick that could change everything. Here's the thing. These habits aren't big, obvious mistakes. They're tiny, almost invisible actions, but they pack a punch. They can make people think you're uninterested, distant, or just plain boring. And here's the kicker. If you're not aware of them, they can really sabotage your relationships. Let's break it down. Alright, habit number 1, the me first attitude. Now, I'm not saying you're a narcissist, but hear me out. When you constantly talk about yourself, it's like you're sending out a silent signal. I'm the most important person in this conversation. And guess what? People can pick up on that. Ever had a conversation with someone where they never ask about you, but they want to tell you everything about themselves? You know how exhausting that feels, right? Now imagine you doing that. People don't want to be your audience. They want to connect. The fix is simple. Ask others about themselves. Share the spotlight. People love feeling heard. It's like playing tennis. You hit the ball and they hit it back. Conversations should be a two-way. Now, number 2, constant complaining. This one is a huge turnoff. You might think you're just venting, but if you're always talking about what's wrong in your life, the work drama, the traffic, the weather, or whatever's bothering you, people start to tune you out. Why? Because negativity is contagious. It's like a cloud that hangs over the conversation, and no one wants to stay under that. Instead, try focusing on solutions, or at least balance your complaints with something positive. A little optimism goes a long way. People want to be around someone who can bring light into a conversation, not someone who adds to the weight. Alright, let's talk about the phone. I know we all love our screens, but if you're checking your phone constantly while someone's talking to you, guess what? You're telling them that whatever's on that little device is more important than them. Ouch, right? Now I get it, we all have busy lives, but this behavior, it makes people feel undervalued. Imagine talking to someone and they're glued to their phone. How would you feel? So, what do? Put the phone on silent, face down, and give the person your full attention. It shows respect, and trust me, people will start to respect you more. Alright, number 4, interrupting. This one is huge. When you cut someone off mid-sentence, it's like you're saying, what I have to say is more important than what you're saying. And let's be real, no one likes that. It feels dismissive, and people start to tune you out because it makes them feel like they don't matter. The fix is simple. Let people finish what they're saying. Listen fully, then respond. Not only will people appreciate that you value their words, but they'll want to engage with you more. Remember, conversations are about sharing space, not fighting for airtime. Okay, before we dive into the rest of the list, I've got a quick question for you. Think about your recent conversations. Have you caught yourself doing any of these things? Maybe interrupting or complaining too much? I want to hear from you in the comments below. Which of these habits do you think you struggle with the most? Let's talk about it. I'll be reading through your answers. Next up, negative body language. Let's be real. Body language speaks louder than words. Crossed arms, slumped shoulders, avoiding eye contact. These are all subconscious signals that scream, I'm not interested. Ever had someone do this to you? Makes you feel like they're shutting you out, right? Fix this by opening up your posture. Stand tall, face people directly, and keep your arms uncrossed. You don't have to be a body language expert to make this change, but you'll be amazed at how much more engaging you become. Alright, number 6, always playing it safe. If you're the type of person who just agrees with everyone, who never rocks the boat, guess what? You're blending in, and people ignore the background noise. I get it, no one likes conflict. But think about it. If you don't stand out, people won't pay attention. So next time, take a stand. Share your opinion, disagree if you must. People will start respecting you more for having something different to say. Trust me, being unique is your ticket to being noticed. Finally, habit number 7, acting like you don't care. This one is tricky. I'm not talking about being cold or distant, But if you're always giving off the vibe that nothing matters, like you're too cool to care, people will start ignoring you. It's like walking around with a permanent meh attitude. People want to be around people who are excited, who care. So show that you care. Be engaged, be present, and people will start noticing you in a big way. Alright, so those were the 7 subconscious habits that could be making people ignore you. And trust me, these are fixable. But here's the bonus I promised. The bonus? Don't be afraid to own the conversation. That doesn't mean dominating, but when you have something important to say, speak up. Don't wait for permission. Don't downplay your thoughts. Own your space and your voice. When you do that, people will listen. If you start practicing these habits, you'll see a huge shift in how people respond to you. Now I want to know, which of these habits do you think you've been guilty of? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more tips on improving your social skills. You got this. Start making these changes and watch people start noticing you more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.